Hello everybody, it is February the 14th. I don't know, I had to look at the calendar. It's Valentine's Day today. So hi everybody, I'm just starting a little earlier today because I have plans later this evening. So I'm hoping some of you can attend. I'm just gonna wait for a few people to sign in before I start chatting away. Oh, there's one person. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Hi there, that's Amy. Hi Amy, how are you? Thank you for coming a little earlier today. I just had some plans this evening and I'm sure a lot of you have plans too for Valentine's Day. Hi Jake, how are you? I think you might be new. I'm not sure if you've ever been here before. Just to remember, oh, hi Shannon. Oh, look at that. You're all turning up for early. Hi Jane. Oh, you guys are so awesome. You know, I really look forward to Wednesdays. Oh, sorry, the sun is just kind of getting in the way here. Let me just see if I can fix that in a minute so it's just not so... There we go, that's a little better. So thank you. I really look forward to Wednesdays. I'm like, I don't want to cancel. I don't want to cancel. So I just made it a little earlier today. So thanks. Oh, Jay. Oh, yes, Jay, you're from the workshop on Saturday. Awesome, Jay. So nice to see you. Oh, that's wonderful. Hi, Shannon. Hi, I'm good. Hope you're well. Shannon, hi, on my way to work, but I'll listen as long as possible. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much. So I'll just introduce myself. I think most of you know who I am. I know Jay does. He saw me just on Saturday. So my name's Wendy D'Angelo. I'm an evidential medium. I'm in the Toronto area. If you have any metaphysical questions or questions about mediumship or developing mediumship, you're welcome to type in your question now. I have to admit, when I woke up this morning, I had like this big download about love. So, and immediately I recorded on my cell phone, then I typed it all up this morning. So I'll share that in a few minutes. But if you have any questions, please share them now. I'm so excited because I can see comments this time. Last week, I couldn't see any. Hi, Valerie, how are you? Nice to see you. You know, and when I opened my eyes this morning, I could just feel so much love, so much spirit around me. Because I know Valentine's Day can be a very emotional day, remembering people. I've had lots of thoughts about my dad today. I got a little teary-eyed a little earlier because he was kind of the role model. Oh, here I go again. He was kind of the role model for me about like love and what love was. Love was like being silly, having a good sense of humor, being curious, being adventurous. So it was all those things, and I feel that's kind of part of my personality too. I learned all that from my dad. So I definitely miss my mom and my dad today. Does anybody have any questions at all? I'll just wait a minute to see if there's any questions. And then I'm just going to share with you what I got this morning. As soon as I woke up, I didn't even have to think. I was like, whoa, I said all that when I was listening to my recording. Any questions at all that you're interested in? And I do feel around, you know, kind of special times, like the holidays. It could be even Valentine's Day if you have a special memory with your loved one. It could be birthdays. It could be graduations. I always feel that spirit draws a little closer to you. And of course they will when you're, you know, you're asking for them or you need their help. They're always around you. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Any questions at all? I'll just wait one more minute and then I'm going to just share. And if you saw I think I put on Instagram and TikTok today, I use this quote all the time. It was one of the last things my dad said to me before he transitioned. He had terminal cancer and, oh, I have it right here. Oh, I'm so excited. When my dad was very unwell, I love crystals. So I gave my dad this crystal and he kept it with him the whole time. He's like, where is it? Where is it? I need it with me. And I'm really hoping just giving him this crystal, and it represents unconditional love, etc., that my dad really could kind of download and feel love all around him. And it's interesting because the last thing my dad did say to me, and I thought, whoa, that just blew my mind. He just looked at me and he said, you know, it's just all about love. And I'm like, yes, he got the gift. I so desperately wanted to give him that sense of comfort and transitioning over and knowing that our love was eternal, and so are our relationships. So that stone means an awful awful lot to me. And I was just thinking it up today, and I had to just go and bring it close to me because it represents love to me. Hi, Siobhan. Hi, Kelly. So I'll just, if you don't mind, I'm just going to kind of read it over because it was just a download for me. So my inspiration was just hearing that it's all about love that my dad said to me before he transitioned. And I just have here, you know, what is our journey on earth all about? And I truly believe it's about experiencing all different components, stages, expressions of love. So just think how easy that makes it. It's about love. You don't have to think about anything else. Just think love. It's either fear or it's love, right? It's about giving, receiving, allowing, and surrendering. And you know, self-love is just as important as love in relationships, with your parents, partners, siblings, your pets, acquaintances you might meet at the grocery store, and you just open out of the door out of an act of service and love, and your neighbors. It's also about loving the environment and nature that is so important to keep you grounded and balanced, and loving humanity, infinite spirit, your guides, and loving yourself, of course. Oh, hi, Amy. I think Amy has a question. I don't mind stopping a minute. I'm really curious how you know what spirit goes with which person. Also, do they just know we are watching and then, and then show up? The whole thing is so interesting to me. Okay. All right. So first question is, how do I know what spirit goes with which person? Okay, so there's two ways you can do it. When I'm on Facebook Live for myself, I've learned it's easier for me to go spirit directed. So that means I connect and blend with spirit, and then I have the recipient or the audience member come forward. So that's, I go through spirit. Usually when I do demonstrations, it's a combination. So I'll go spirit directed, and then if no one's taking this communicator, I'll look around the room and I'll see, where is my heart? Where am I being pulled? Where am I being drawn? And I just happen to be lucky because I have pretty good abilities with that. Usually I'm quite right with that. So you're just drawn and you know. And then of course what you do, you verify with that person, right? And you would say, could you take this gentleman in spirit? I feel it's your father. Then as soon as you hear that person say yes, and it just strengthens that connection with that spirit communicator. I hope that helped. That part helped. And it's practice, practice, practice. It's all about, you know, development is so important, and I still do take workshops, and I'm always developing things with myself. Mediumship is lifelong learning. So it's just about practicing and having awareness of yourself, being able to discern energies. Very important. Do they know we are watching and then show up? So for example, very often if you'll ask for, like, for example, let me just think if I can think of an example right now. Sometimes they just show up and like I might be doing something and then I'll just hear my dad in my head, he'll say something. So it might just be he's around, he's checking up. I know my dad will usually come and connect with me when there's something happening in the family because I'm the oldest of 6. So it might be, I want you to check in on your brother. I want you to check in on your, so he'll tell me things, or he'll say, no, everything's going well. Thank you. I see what's happening. So he'll just kind of pop in and kind of give me these downloads. You can also ask for signs in your dreams or during the day from your loved ones in spirit. I got an awesome sign from my guide actually on Thursday. I went for a nice grounding walk in the forest with my dog, and you know, I was preparing for my workshop on Saturday, so I had a lot on my mind. I was just trying to, you know, be in the flow, be in that space, and I'm just walking along, la la la, and then all of a sudden I just heard the song, the lyrics in my mind, Shania Twain, you know, it looks like we've made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. And then I looked up, and then the sun just like opened up from behind a cloud. It was the most beautiful experience. And I knew at that moment, that was my spirit guide saying, you know what? Don't worry about everything. I got your back. Look how far we've come so far. Am I going to let you down now? We got this. So it can be your spirit guide. It can be your loved ones that just come through. And I know my spirit guide just knew that I just needed a little bit of support there, right? So I just thought that was awesome. That was on Thursday. They know, yes, they know that you're thinking about them. They very often I'll bring through evidence, and they'll say, you've been using their blanket at night, or you've been sleeping on their side of the bed, or you've been looking at their photo and thinking about them. So they're very aware. I like to think of it almost as, it's kind of that heartstring again, or like, almost like a lighthouse. Like when you think of your loved one, there's like, I really truly believe this, there's like a vibration that goes out to heaven, the other side. And it's like, oh, I know right now, right? Wendy's thinking about me. I'm just going to give her a little sign, or I'm going to give her a little hug. She's going to feel that shift in vibration. She'll know that I'm thinking of her too. So I feel they're very aware wherever they are. They might be busy at that moment. They might be doing something, but I really feel they'll find the appropriate time to come through and give you the message. You just have to remember too, if you're in deep grieving, you're very often you're blocking things, and it's harder to receive a message. So being open, being meditating, asking for a sign, and when you get it, you acknowledge it. Say, oh, thanks, Dad, that was awesome, high five. So my dad knows I'm receiving those messages, right? It just strengthens that bond. He'll come through again, and my guide knows for sure that we're communicating, and it's teamwork. We work together, right? This isn't about me. I have my whole team behind me. I hope that kind of helped. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Patricia. All right, so what was I saying here? So I was just saying, also love comes in many shapes, sizes, and experience. And think about that saying, it's love that makes the world go round. And I like to think of this, love for me is like my compass, my North Star. It guides me through my life. So when I'm feeling something or I'm unsure of someone, I'll say to myself, what's their intention? Is it coming from a place of fear, or is it coming from a place of love? And if you have that good feeling, that feeling of expansion, you know it's love and something that you can follow through on. And you know, love uplifts us, it inspires us, it guides us, it reminds us who we are. Our guides are all about love. Right? Your guides are there to support you, to inspire you, to help you on your mediumship journey or whatever journey you decide to take. I mean, you can be a very spiritual person, very intuitive, but you decide, I don't want to be a medium. So you're going to use that energy in your writing, in your artwork, in your cooking, in teaching children. It's whatever you do, right? You can integrate that into your life. And the other thing I want to mention about love, just some of the things, sorry, I wrote off a lot here, that love is eternal. Remember that? Love is eternal. That's what connects us with our loved one. It's that emotion of love, right? So our relationships are eternal. Just imagine that. They're eternal. There's no such thing as death. Our soul is eternal. So all those worries you have about death and this and that, you're never going to see them, let it go. And then just fill up all that space with love. Fill it all up with love. So that's just awesome. And of course, I mean, we miss our loved ones physically. There's that physical loss, etc. But we will all be united again one day. Let me see, what else did I want to mention here? Yeah, and it's about having that love mindset. I guess that's what I want to call it, a love mindset. It's the way you look at things, right? Look through the lens of love, right? When I look at trees, I see love. When I see the birds, I see love. When I just see love everywhere. And I was thinking too, like think of all the songs. Like I think millions of songs have been written on just the theme of love, because we're just so inspired by love and what it means and how it uplifts us, how it inspires us. And I really feel it's the most important. It's powerful. Love is powerful. So connecting with the love within your spiritual source, your life spark, whatever you want to call it, gives you that awareness of who you truly are. And of course, today is the day of love. So I'm hoping everyone's going to express love, receive love, forgive others, take that opportunity today. Don't hold on to that. I say that to my kids when they have any challenge. I say, you go and you solve it now. You don't want to do it on the other side. Do it, take care of it, and then move on and do the other things that you need to do. Sorry, so there was my little speech. I just knew I had to say that because I just woke up and I had all these words in my head that I had to share with people. Jane said, I had to tell my husband Monday that he got a message from his, oh, that's awesome. And I hope that was received well and that he knew your intention was from a place of love. That's lovely. That's so lovely, Jane, to be able to do that. I've had experiences like that too. You know what? My husband, you know, he's slowly, very slowly coming around. He keeps saying to me, I don't know why you do all this stuff. You're retired. You should just relax. But you know what? He's actually had dreams too. And he'll say to me, the weirdest thing happened. I had a dream of my dad when his dad passed away, but he was young. I just couldn't believe it. He was just standing there. So I know everyone, even my husband, has mediumship abilities. It depends what you want to do with it. My husband doesn't want to develop it. He kind of just blocks it off and he just uses his intuition in other ways in order to kind of help people. And that's cool. That's awesome. And I'm very open to that. Jane said her favorite song came on the radio on the channel that doesn't know it. Isn't it amazing with music? I tell you, I've been getting so much music lately. And it's so funny, speaking of music, because today, and it could be for a spirit communicator here, so I'm just going to say it right now before I forget. I had to look up who sings this song. So I kept getting this song by Richard Max, Right Here Waiting for You. You know, whatever you do, I'll be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I'll be right here waiting for you. Whoa. I almost want to cry saying that, but that was the song. I'm like, what? Who sings this song? What's this song? And that was the song that I got so strongly today. And I feel if it's not for a viewer right now, I feel it's for all the audience to just remember that. And how I was talking about eternal love, how our relationships are eternal, our soul is eternal, all those things. Jane, and it was her birthday in Angel. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I tell you, there are no coincidences, that's for sure. I say that all the time. I just have a little story, if you don't mind. My daughter's in Australia. They just had that giant storm. She's in, I don't know if they call it a state of her province, Victoria. So she's in Melbourne. They had like a flash flood, hail, high winds, rain. And she said and she's a teacher, the whole school was flooded. The hydro went out. The kids were crying. Parents were crying. Everyone was going bonkers. Then they were supposed to have, I believe, a parent meeting after school. Of course, it was canceled because the hallway were flooded, etc. And she said, Mom, it was the strangest thing. She said, all the teachers went out to the parking lot, and it was a little later than usual because I had to discuss is the meeting going on or not. It was canceled, and a giant tree had fallen across 3 of the cars, smashed the windshield of one of the cars entirely. And she said, Mom, and there was my car, the 4th. It wasn't even touched. She said, I couldn't believe it. There was like a little twig lying on it. And I said, oh my goodness, there you go. You have spirit looking out for you. And then she said, I was going to go on the highway to go home. And instead I said I would drop a coworker off who just lives, you know, really close to this school. She said, I did that. And because I did that, I didn't take that entrance on the highway. I took another one. She said, I had no problems on the highway. And if I would have went a usual route, a tree was blocking it and I would have been stuck there for hours. So there you go. So interceding again. And then her other funny story was she goes in Australia. I don't know why they have so many locks on doors, but she actually has 3 locks on her front door, all different keys. And she said, Mom, I have my one key to open the door, but my whole ring of keys for all the keys, I lost it. I never lose things. I don't know what happened to it. And she says, I woke up this morning, all my sheets were kicked off my bed, and there at the very end of my mattress on the corner was the key ring with all my keys. She's like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So I was so excited to be able to hear that I said to her, it's definitely your guide and they're working with you. And I said, that's what it feels like when you work with spirit. It's like every day you're amazed at what you see and what you experience. So I just, and I just learned all this yesterday. So I was just so excited when she shared all these things with me. But that's what it's like when you work with spirit. It's just incredible. And you have to shake yourself and go, I got to tell someone right away because no one's going to believe this. But it's just awesome. Hi, Joanna. Any other questions or comments? I'll just wait for 1 minute. As I'm waiting, I'm just going to remind people that I'm going to be doing spirit-directed readings. So if you can take 80 to 90% of what I say, please type yes in the comment box. And then I'll come to you and I'll give you some more information. Please listen up before you respond. If you're not quite sure if it's for you or not, just be patient a minute and wait. I'll do my best. It's a little more challenging doing it on Facebook, getting the right person, but that's my intention today, to be able to get the correct recipient quickly today so I can give as many readings as possible. And just remember, if you don't get a reading today, there may be a message that resonates with you. And if it does, please take it because it's meant for you too. So thank you, everybody. And I feel extremely blessed that you were able to change your activities today and come earlier. So that's very kind and very generous of you. And I know Spirit knows already that you're here. It was interesting because I was just tuning in a little earlier, and I feel an awful lot of gentlemen. And I can feel like a lot of talking, It's almost like they're going over sports scores and what happened at the Super Bowl. And it's like they're all palling around together, just waiting patiently for their opportunity to speak. So awesome. So just give me 1 minute and let's, we'll all do this. We'll just take a deep breath in. So inhale, hold, release. Just helps us to relax our nervous system. Inhale again. And just feel that expansion in your beautiful heart, all that love you have inside. Just open that up a little bit and invite your loved one in spirit in. One more breath. And release. And I'm just going to say my prayer quietly in my head, then we're going to get started. They're like, come on. They're okay. All right. Just give me 1 moment here. Okay. Just as I move my mind to the spirit world, I have a gentleman right now in spirit, and he's very... I want to say he's very outgoing, good sense of humor, loves to have a good time. And this is really funny. I don't know what this is, but I think it's related to some kind of sports. You know, when you go to a sports event and they have like the giant sponge finger or giant sponge hat, and like fans in the stands, they use these things and they wave that around. He's showing me that. So, it's like I'm seeing like it looks like it's like a giant foam, like it looks like a cowboy hat, some kind of hat. And then I see like and it's like number one. He keeps saying that, number one. He just keeps repeating that. Okay, let me just see what else. I feel that he's about middle age. I don't feel older. Like, I don't feel like 80s, 70s. I feel more middle age, or that's the way he's showing himself. He just keeps showing me being in the stands in sports. So this is a gentleman that really loves sports. He just keeps, I don't know, he could just keep showing me being in the stands, watching a sporting event. And this would be the kind of gentleman that would really have a good time. He would probably be a little too loud, and he would probably annoy people in his row. That's what he's saying. He would kind of get louder and louder as the time went on. I'm just looking around him, so I know, he would enjoy himself. He'd have beer, enjoy himself, beer, lots of excitement. He would get the crowd going. And I feel he would go there. He's showing me like a younger male. So I feel that he would go there with his son. He would go to these sporting events for his son, and his son, and I can see his son smiling and looking up to him. Like him being a role model for him, and just enjoying this time and being together, and they're like regular outings that they would share together. Yeah, he just everything about sports. I'm just seeing everything about sports. I'm just trying to get him to tell me what sports this is. I don't know if there's some sports, and there's something with cowboy, because he's saying something. Is it Dallas Cowboys? Dallas Cowboys? If there's a connection to Dallas Cowboys, I just want to put it out there. I don't know what that is. That's not football, I don't think, is it? I don't know if that's basketball or if that's football. Okay. And he's talking about some ritual, like the food that they would get, the snacks that they would get. I don't know. It's not M&M's. You know, Good and Plenty? I don't know. He's bringing Good and Plenty, like a candy in a box. Candy in a box, like some kind of candy that they would get every time and then share it. He's showing me that. Okay. Let me just see if there's something else that he can anyone take a gentleman that was a real sports fan and had his like certain rituals he would go through, and it was almost like he was known for, I don't know, the way he would interact in the audience. Like he was like a number one fan, he keeps saying. Okay, let me just see if there's something else he can give me that's more specific. And I think it's more than just being a fan in the audience. I have this feeling like he would go to, I feel his son's sporting events too, because there's something, he's like making me stick there. So I know if he's sticking me there, that I might be a little off on the interpretation. So I feel him, I'm your number one fan. He's saying that, I'm your number one fan. I'm always there for you. It's like I'm in the bleachers, I'm cheering you on. So it almost feels like this is part of the message for you. Okay, so why are you cheering this person? I was just asking, like, why are you cheering this person on? Why do they need this right now? And he's saying, you know, he's talking about hardships right now. And then it's so funny. He's showing me like a candy, you know, those little Valentine candy hearts, and they have writing on it. And the one he's showing me, it says, "Be mine." So I know this is his partner he's referring to, and it's saying, "Be mine." So there might be some significance to receiving a Valentine from him, or a funny memory of getting like one of those Valentine candies, and then you read the saying, and the one he's showing me, it says, "Be mine, be mine." Okay. And I'm just getting the letter S. To me, it sounded like Sandra. So he's just giving me the letter S, a connection to the letter S. I keep saying to Jeff that we're still on the same team and we call each other number one all the time. Okay, Kelly, I think this might be for you, because he just keeps, and he's like showing me one, like that big one. Okay, he keeps showing me that. Okay. Can you take some, does that resonate with you in any way, this "be mine, be mine"? And he's just showing me like a pink, it's a pink heart, and he's just saying, "Be mine, be mine." So I know behind that "be mine," he's just saying, you know, what is he saying? Sorry, I don't want to put words in his mouth. Hold on. He's saying you'll eternally be mine. That's what he's saying. You'll always be mine. You'll always be mine. And he's just saying that you almost need like a cheerleader right now. You need someone in your end. Isn't that funny saying it like that? In your end right now. You need someone in your end. And he's like, and then he's showing me balloons. So Kelly, can you take a recent birthday? He's just showing me balloons and he's referring to a celebration. He's saying that he's in your end, he's in your end, he's there. So it's almost like, and I'm going to tell you the image he's showing me, it's funny, he's showing me like a hockey game and how you can depend on that goalie, that goalie's always there. You do your job, I'm going to do my job. We're going to work as a team, but I'm going to do my job. I'm going to make sure the pucks don't go in the goal, and you're going to be the forward, and you're going to do what you need to do in life, and I'm going to make sure you're safe, that we win. He's saying it just like that. Tomorrow's my birthday. Okay, thank you very much. Because he was showing me all these balloons. All right. It's so funny because he's giving me all these references. I guess because I'm getting it for some reason today. Okay. All right. And he's talking about flowers, and it's like he's handing you a bouquet of flowers. I feel that they're roses. He's handing you flowers. And he's just saying, you know, love you always, love you always. And he's like, and he goes on, he's like, you're my girl, you're my Valentine, you're mine, you're mine. He keeps wanting to say that, like, you're mine, you're mine. And he's saying it like, not like possessiveness, but how he's like, he's just so proud. He's just so proud. Like, he's like, I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe it. So I almost feel like he's referring to, like, in some way, like to your dating, when you started dating, when you fell in love. So I don't know. He just keeps saying over the moon, over the moon. It's like, she chose me. She loved me. I'm just so blessed. And he just keeps going over how happy he is, how happy he is. And all the time you spent together. So it's really important that you know these things, because he just wanted to verbalize that to you again, because he hasn't forgotten. He hasn't forgotten any of those memories or emotions or time you spent together. And he's saying, you know, he goes, I just think your name and I get all these memories. They just come. And it's like I'm there again. He's saying that. Isn't that amazing? Kelly just said, it's miraculous that we actually become closer after he crossed over. And, you know, and that makes quite a lot of sense, because I don't know, sorry, I hope I'm back. It just said trying to reconnect. On the other side, spirit continues to grow and they have a broader perspective of things. And as they do their life review, they're aware of things and are able to express things that they may not have been able to do on earth. So that's why I'm telling you, if you do personal mediumship or professional mediumship, it is such a gift. It is such an honor to connect with these wonderful eternal souls on the other side, because there's so much they want to express to their loved ones and just to connect. He's saying something about a birthday cake. I think you're going to get a birthday cake tomorrow, because he's saying that. So I'm seeing a celebration, and I'm seeing like children there. So I hope I'm not giving anything away. So I feel that your children are going to buy you a birthday cake, or they're going to celebrate with you on your birthday. And he's just saying again, of course I'll be there. And he's just love, love, love. I think I could sit here all day and he would give me different ways to express how much he loves you and the family. And he's just to wrap up the message here, he's just saying, you know, I don't want you to be melancholy today because it's Valentine's Day. And he's like kind of saying this with a bit of firmness. He goes, I want this to be a day to celebrate our love, which is eternal. I want this to be a day. I'm going to say that again. He wants you to say, I want this to be a day of celebration. So however you want to do that, Kelly? It's funny. It's like showing me like actually do something physically. Like, I don't know if you're going to put out a whole bunch of pictures of the two of you together. If you have something like heart crystals and you're going to line them up in the windowsill, there's something that like he wants you to do. It's almost like a physical action will kind of help you to express what's within. It's like he's a physical action. Do a physical action to express your love because it'll be good for you. It'll be good for you. Yeah. And I'm going to leave you with all this love, Kelly. Oh, lots of love to you, Kelly. Beautiful energy, beautiful energy. Yeah. Thank you so much for letting me connect to Jeff for you. And I remember again, he was the first one to come through because he knew how important it was to come through for your birthday and let you know that he was there. Double duty, birthday and Valentine's Day. Yeah, you're so welcome. Yes, so celebrate. Oh, good. I'm so happy. Celebration is so, okay. All right, he wants me to go on with this. So he's saying for everyone in the audience, everyone watching, he's saying, you have to understand what celebration is. Celebration is expressing your soul because it's all about love. So when you celebrate, you're expressing who you are on the inside. So by not celebrating, you're dimming your light. Why would you do that? So it's like everybody celebrate. He wants to say, what an awesome guy. I don't know if he had a job where he was like a team leader or inspired people, but I'm telling you, he's definitely doing that on the other side, inspiring others. Awesome, awesome gentleman. Thank you so much, Kelly. Okay, I'm just going to say goodbye to him. Okay. Okay. As I move my mind to the spirit world, I feel I have a woman. I feel this is an elderly woman. It's funny. I want to say glasses, but then I want to change my mind and I want to say spectacles. Like, you know, the old word, like little tiny kind of glasses. Something about spectacles. So I feel she's an elderly lady. I feel that she's a grandmother figure. And like she's tiny. I just get the sense of tininess about her. I feel she's tiny in stature. I feel she had a tiny voice. But she's like, don't get that wrong. Don't get me wrong. Even though she was tiny in stature and she might have had like a tiny voice, like she could have even been under 5 feet. She like, how does she say? It's almost like she's like, I ruled with an iron fist. Like she had a lot of power in her. Okay. I feel that this woman may have, I feel that she lived with her daughter for some time because she's just saying, I feel she lived with her daughter. So there's some kind of sharing of a home, of a space. She's talking about that. And it's almost like she wants to talk a little bit about, she wants to clear something up. And she wants to, it's like she's acknowledging that she was, she understood that she was like a little bit, and she's using these words. I'm waiting to see if she uses another word, but she's saying like, there was some experience where it was felt like it was a burden, a bit of a burden on the family. Can someone take, I feel that it's a grandmother in spirit who, what is her illness? It could possibly be dementia, but I know she can't live on her own anymore. And she's just acknowledging that her decline in health was a burden on the family. And there was a lot of like talking and what are we going to do and blah, blah, blah. And I feel for some time she did live with her daughter. Can someone take this woman in spirit? Sometimes often it can be mother, not grandmother, but just the way she, what was presenting herself, I just got a grandmother feeling. And again, something about spectacles. So something about like, she showed me glasses and she was saying spectacle. So I'm thinking of two things there. I'm thinking like glasses, and I'm thinking of the word spectacle because it's just kind of like hanging there. So it's almost like communication, trying to figure out with me and my children. Okay, Joanna, this could be Shannon's and my sister. She's come through as grandmother to me. Sounds like my grandmother, but not the word spectacle. Okay. I don't know why I keep getting spectacle. My mother lived with me and my... Joanna, can you take that? Would your mother like put up a bit of a fuss? And do you know what I mean? And almost like I keep getting spectacle, like put up a bit of a fuss, like maybe a bit of drama. Does that connect at all with any of you? I don't know why I keep getting spectacle. If I have to, I'm going to... Like, was it a spectacle getting her to move into your home? Like, she didn't want to go. She was resistant. She was putting up a fight. Oh, come on. Don't be silly. That kind of thing. So I just feel like, I don't know, some kind of resistance, some kind of spectacle. Emphysema and wore glasses. My mom, my sister, and I lived with her, but she was not small. Okay, that's okay. I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to have to let that spectacle go. But I feel there was some kind of conflict, drama about getting her to come and live with you, that she didn't necessarily want to do that. So there might be some memory you remember. I don't know. It almost feels like there was crying. Come on, like trying to figure out, how am I going to get her to come, willingly, right? Coming with a good mindset, not thinking that we're forcing her to do this. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So it was difficult for her, Joanna, not having her independence. Is that correct? Because she kept showing me like that she really, what's the word? Like she made decisions. She was in charge of her life. She kept saying that. And then it's almost like she lost some of that independence. Okay, yes. Okay, thank you. Let me just see what she wants to say. And can you take to Joanna that at some times you may have thought or felt like the burden? Because she's acknowledging that. She's saying, I'm now aware of that. So don't, like, she doesn't want you to feel guilty or anything like that. She's just saying she's aware of that now on the other side, how she was a burden and how she influenced the family. Ah, I understand. Okay. So there was a okay. And was this as the result of probably better for her, better for your family? Can you take that? I just feel like this change was for a reason. Oh, she resented that even more. Okay. Because she keeps talking about this move. Okay, I got it. Okay, so let me see what she wants to say about that. Because all she keeps saying is about being a burden. She just keeps repeating that. Better for her. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I thought. And okay, I just want to feel into that. So she just wants to acknowledge this whole idea of burden. And she's coming forward with that, like, matter of fact. I think that was a way also for you to identify her. And she's just saying, I just want to feel into this. Yeah, she's saying, she doesn't want you or your brother, like, she's just keeps saying, like, no guilt, no guilt. She goes, I understand. She says, burdens, it's so funny. She's saying, like, burdens are something for the earth plane, not on the other side here. There are no burdens on the other side. You understand? There's only learning and wisdom on the other side. And she says, I've gained all that. And I see that you were all coming from a place of love and with the best intention for me. And she's like, she's coming forward today because she wants to just share her love and thank you for that, because it's almost like she's making me feel that there's still some guilt about that. I don't even know, like you and your brother might even have memories sometimes. Oh, remember this or remember, and like memories come up of situations or like drama or, you know, emotions, trying to do the right thing for mom. Like, why is she kicking up her heels? I don't know. I just feel all this kind of like frustration and emotions, and nothing's really smooth. So she's just acknowledging that. She's saying you both did the very best you could, and there's nothing more a mother could ask for. And she wants to say to you, Joanna, she's thanking you. She's like thanking you for some kind of tradition that you're continuing. I feel to honor her because she's saying thank you, thank you. Can you take that, Joanna? There's some tradition. Do you have like, do you have a daughter named after your mother? Or there's something connected, your mother and your family. I don't know if it's like her name. I don't know if a daughter has her name, or there's just something she's trying to get me to say, or it could be like, it feels more than jewelry. I wanted to say jewelry, but it feels more like a legacy or something that you're carrying on. Almost like traditional cooking, something that was really important to your mother that you're continuing. So she's very aware of that, and she's thanking you for that. It's almost like I'm seeing like you bringing family together. It's something about bringing family together. You might have done that during the holidays. You're thinking of doing that because she's just thanking you for some traditions that you're continuing. And she uses the word like legacy. And I know she's referring to, it feels like a younger female. And I'm just, it feels like it's a name connection to this younger female. Yeah. Gatherings and birthdays. Okay. So she's thanking you for that because she's saying that that's so important. And I don't know. Like she's saying, it's almost like it's in some way it's remembrance of her. Like, so you must do, I don't know, what is she trying to get me to say? Like, I know she would be at all these events, but it's something else too. Like, are you having the same kind of cake, the same kind of food? There's just something there, using her dishes. There's just something there she wants me to say. So if you would think about that, that's just another piece of evidence. She's just, you know, trying to get me to, I'm like, what is it? You got to help me here. So there's something that's continuing in the celebration too. You might even talk about her. Okay. She's just talking something about your house. I don't know if you've been renovating it or you've been cleaning it up or reorganizing things. So she's just aware of that. And it's almost like as you do this, it brings up memories, because I just see you like going through cupboards. I see boxes. I see things being organized. And she's just aware of that. And she's saying that that's a good thing. She's like smiling. She's smiling. She said some things you can't put off. Some things you just can't put off. So she likes to see you moving forward with things that you need to do. And, okay, thank you. All right, thank you. That might be what it was, because there was something she wanted me to say that was really strong connection. Thank you. I felt it was a name. So thank you, Joanna, and I'm going to leave you with all her love. And she's saying she's saying today's an appropriate day for her to come through. She's saying that. So there may have been a little ritual or Valentine's that you would do. Maybe, I don't know, would you get like a heart-shaped cake or give her a little card, or there's something, because she's saying it's an appropriate time because I'm coming to give my love to you after all the love that you've showered upon me. Now I'm coming to shower it upon you. And she's saying it just like that. And I'll leave you with all her love. Oh, thank you so much. That's so beautiful. Okay. Okay. Just as I move my mind to the spirit world, I feel that I have, I'm not sure the age yet. I know it's a male. I had the name Dawn. I'm going to assume it was D-O-N, but it could have been D-A-W-N. But I had Dawn and I had a male. Okay. Why is this? Okay. It's funny. There's some connection to this, this gentleman and magazines. Like he would have stacks of magazines. He would collect magazines. And they're like all different topics. It's something about subscriptions and magazines. Isn't that funny? And I could be off on the subjects, but it almost feels like it's like Sports Illustrated, and other things, like things with nature, like, what is this, like National Geographic, or like bird watching, or he's just laughing and talking about subscriptions and magazines. Okay, and it's a male. I had the name Dawn. Okay, let me just see. And he's just like sitting in a chair, and he almost has like, I don't know if they have them anymore. I think you call them like a magazine rack, and you'd put the newspaper in there and magazines, and you would sit and then you would read. He's just showing me that. Something about magazines is important, and subscriptions. Okay. And he's saying he liked the quiet times. I know for sure near the end of his life, as he got older, he liked the quiet times. Like he's showing me like raking the grass, raking the leaves, like quiet kind of things. You know what I mean? Like no big, big colossal things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why he's saying that. He's saying like simple, quiet activities. He keeps talking about that, simple, quiet activities. And I mean, he wouldn't be outside all day raking all the leaves everywhere. There'd be like a few leaves in the corner. He would rake those for today. And then he'd go out the next day and do a little bit more. So he was kind of individual. I feel that couldn't be rushed. Oh, Patricia, could it be? It may be, because I just kept getting subscriptions. And it sometimes Spirit gets away for me to say that word. So for me to get that, the only way I could have got that was with magazines. I don't think I would have got that with streaming. But let me just feel into it. That's Patricia, right? Okay. And the subscriptions, Patricia, would that be like sports channels, like nature channels? Like he liked to subscribe to different channels. Does that make sense? If not that, I just feel like it's a whole bunch of things. If he's not reading, he's watching. Like he had a lot of interests in things. It's almost like being the armchair adventurer. You know what I mean? Like he had all these interests, but he would be in his armchair. Okay, that's okay. Don't worry about the dawn. That's okay. I think I'm with you, Patricia, for sure. Yeah, because there's this, what is this? Could you take that the personality was like, he's just showing to me like quieter and quieter, I think, like in terms of like being outdoors. Like he wouldn't be outdoors doing a lot of things, alien shows. There you go. Oh, I would get a alone with him. I love watching alien shows. There you go. Yeah, okay, thank you. It's him for sure. Okay, so he just wanted to get himself recognized. Okay, and that is Patricia. Okay, and it's your husband. Okay. He's laughing. He has a good sense of humor, and he's saying, wasn't I a pain in the butt? He's saying it just like that. He's acknowledging that. And he's saying, it's like he's saying, thank you, honey, for being accommodating for an old man. He's just saying it like that. Thank you for being accommodating. So I know you would kind of, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Can you help me with the word? Do things to make things like more peaceful, more calm, like choose your battles wisely. That's kind of the idea. Yeah, and he'd like to be at home. Yes, absolutely. When you said that, Patricia, like he doesn't even really show himself going out much. Like he might go out and, I don't know, look around the backyard, like the leaves or this or that, maybe in between seasons, something to have to be repaired or fixed up. I have that kind of thing. But he just keeps showing me this chair. He loves this chair, and he's sitting in this chair. And then he's showing you, and you're like doing things around the house. Does that make sense? It's not necessary that you would sit there and watch all these things with him. It's like he would be there watching it, and you'd be in the kitchen. You might be making lunch. You might be doing the laundry. I just feel like kind of he's the center of the house, and then you're doing all the things that need to be done around him. Okay, let me see what else he wants to say. And he's just acknowledging there's been some change. Is that correct now for you in your social, he's saying your social calendar. Can you say now that you have more of a social calendar, that you go out more, you chat with people, you might even have visitors? Has there been some change in kind of your social calendar? Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing one person watching TV, then someone doing stuff around them. And your social calendar is much more busy now, Patricia? He wants me to say that. Yeah, okay. And he likes that because he brought that to my mind, and he's like, yes. And it's almost like he's happy because he feels that in some way, this is what he wants to acknowledge. He feels that in some way, like he held you back from some of the things that you would have enjoyed doing. So he's saying, I'm just so happy that like you're moving forward. It's like almost like, you're moving forward in your life, and you're doing those things that you didn't have a chance to do. So he's really happy about that. And he's saying just rewards, like you deserve all these things. He's saying that with love, with kindness, with joy for you. And you've canceled most of these subscriptions. Is that true? Because he's laughing something about, I'm sure by now, because you mentioned, he's just acknowledging, and he's laughing about canceling the subscriptions. And he's saying, in some way, was it a hard decision for you to like cancel the subscriptions? Almost like kind of like a sadness or feeling emotional doing that. It kind of made things like more real, he's saying. Oh, you still have them? Okay. So then why am I? Maybe so he's saying to me that you couldn't do it. Did I have that backwards? Do you feel like an emotional connection to sounds strange, to these channels, like in terms of remembrance, of spending time with him and giving you a sense of comfort, Patricia? Because there's something he's saying about emotional and in terms of these subscriptions. So maybe you can think about that. I might have just got that backwards because he was saying something about like almost like emotionally. Yes, I watch his favorite when I, there you go. Okay, thank you very much. So I apologize. I got that backwards. Okay. And he's saying that he's saying that I'm with you at that time. You know what? I think this song is for you, Patricia. Because I just heard him say the line. He says, "I'm right here waiting for you." So it's almost like he's giving me the impression that, I don't know if you sense him or you feel him. I almost feel like he's there. Like you can feel him sitting there in the chair or the seat he used to sit in, watching the screen. Because he was just saying to me, "I'm right here waiting for you. Whatever you do, I'm right here waiting for you." And it's that song, "Right Here Waiting for You" is the name of the song. So you might want to listen to those lyrics because it's like he's saying, I'm there. I'm waiting for you. When you're ready, come and sit down. We'll spend the time together. He just keeps saying that. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let me just see what other message he wants to say. I don't know if you have like a funny story or some connection. It feels like it's like a cookie jar. He's bringing my mind to a cookie jar. And I don't know if it's a cookie jar, but it doesn't have cookies. Is it like a cookie jar and you put money in it? There's something about this cookie jar, and he's laughing about the cookie jar. He wanted me to say cookie jar. Yes, absolutely. And he's aware of that. He's aware of that. So he just wanted me to say something about, it feels like it's cookie jar or something that's not in what it should be in it. Like you're thinking cookies should be in a cookie jar, but I almost feel like it's money in a cookie jar, or saving money, or some funny thing about a container or a cookie jar. So I'm just going to say that. Okay. He's also, he's bringing my mind, it's interesting. So he's talking about signs that he brings you. And I know you can feel him in the space where you would watch because he keeps saying that. I'm here, I'm right here. And he's also bringing my mind to like, it's like winged things, like butterflies and birds. It's like winged creatures. So, because he's saying winged. He showed me a butterfly, then he showed me a bird, and then he said winged. And you know what? This sign could, because he's like showing me a back door. So I feel that you might, what is that kind of bird? He's showing me a bird now. Sure feels like a blue jay. I'm just seeing blue on the back, darker, maybe even black on the wings with some white. So he's showing me a bird and he's laughing and he's saying, it doesn't even have to be in nature, this bird. Like you might just turn on the TV and there's a bird on the TV on one of the nature channels. And he's saying, you know, that's just a sign from me saying that I'm around you and I love you. So he's just saying, be observant of that. Yeah, so I don't know, it feels like I don't know what other kind of bird has kind of blue coloring like that. So I'm going to say blue jay. That's what the jar is. Oh, thank you very much. A pigeon. Okay, that's okay. And it can be spirit just getting me to say bird, because I know from my father brings a blue jay for me. So I was just trying to feel into it, like show me more about this bird in case it's not a blue jay. Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right. Yeah, he's laughing about that. I just hear him saying date night and he's laughing. And he's saying, it's funny, he was about to say, let tonight be our date night, but then he kind of almost took it back and he said, any date's our date night. I'm available 24/7. He's saying it just like that. So it's just like, you know, call out, make that appointment with me. I'll be there. I'm just waiting for you. And I'm going to leave you with all his love. Oh, what a wonderful gentleman. So wonderful. Okay. It's so funny about the jar. Okay. All right. Okay, as I move my mind to the spirit world, I'm just going to say a name, because if I get a name, I'm afraid if I don't say it, I'm going to regret not saying it. So I have the name. I just heard the name Kathy. I don't know who I have yet. I just heard the name Kathy. Okay. It's funny. And then I'm just getting like images like, it's like, I think it's a kitchen. And I'm just seeing like lots of pots, and it almost feels like it's a, not a home kitchen, but like a, what would you call that? Like a professional kitchen, like maybe in a restaurant. Because I'm seeing like lots of pots and things and noise and hanging up. There's some connection to like making food. And I almost think it feels like almost like the next caliber of food. Like food to be, it almost feels like catering. That's what it is, like catering. I'm seeing catering, I'm seeing food. It's like the next level of food. Do you know what I mean? Like not just to your family, but to others, like catering, food, a beautiful kitchen. I'm seeing like, what would that be? I don't think it's aluminum. I don't think that's the right, like metal, like tables, like cooking tables. Okay, what else do you want to give me here about this? And it's funny, and I'm seeing like, I'm seeing a gentleman, and he feels like almost, if not the owner of this restaurant, I think he's the owner. He was the owner, and he was also like, did you call it the maitre d'? Like they would, I'm at work, just walked by Kathy in a restaurant. Okay, that's pretty funny. Because I'm just getting here, like he was, I feel like the owner of the restaurant, and he was like the maitre d' or something, like he would visit people. Hi, come have a seat. Everyone would know him. I don't know why I'm getting the name Pops connected to him. I don't know if it was known as Pops. People would call him Pops. Everyone liked him. It's almost like part of the community, like a staple of the community, someone that's been there a long time in a restaurant. Okay, I don't know if Shannon might not be able to respond if she's at work right now. So, okay, I'll see if I can just get the message here. He's talking about his son. There may be a possibility that his son like took over the business. Something about the business and the son. Because I feel like there's a continuance. Her mom in spirit. Okay, everyone loved her, worked her at first waitress. It worked until she was 94. Okay. And I'm going to assume, okay. So it's Kathy's mom in spirit. I hope I got that right. I'm just trying to make a connection to this Kathy person. Okay. I feel like, okay, thank you. And there's a male she's with. I don't know, because I was just getting this Pops, and he felt like he was like the owner of that restaurant, and I don't know, I'm just trying to feel into, is she with him or is she just acknowledging him? So let me just connect with her again. Okay. She's just saying, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. It was like her second home. And it was like the people that would come to the restaurant would almost be like her family. It's lovely. It's like it's almost like, come on in, have a seat. And it's almost like she'd almost know what your favorite meal was or what you were going to order on the menu. It was like she knew the people. Okay. Okay, so why did she bring up her daughter? She's just saying, no, I know her daughter, well, you just told me that, but she's saying, you know, she goes by that restaurant, and I think she even goes in there, almost like, you know, memories of her being there, and just, you know, like hearing her voice, hearing her take the orders, hearing her wish everybody, you know, have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Let me get you another coffee. She's just, so her daughter would remember all those things. Okay. She does work there. Okay. Because she's just saying to me, it's almost like Kathy is remembering, her daughter's remembering. Like, does she hear her mom's voice? It's almost like she hears her mom's voice, or like, there's something about almost, like, I don't want to say, you know, it's almost like it's like her mom's with her. Do you know what I mean? Because they're doing the same kind of activities, the talking, blah, blah, blah. So it's almost like they're like mirroring one another. I don't know, I'm getting this weird sensation that her mom's watching her, or is really close with her, and enjoying the whole activity and the actions in the restaurant. It's almost like they're doing it together. And I feel that her daughter would be aware of this, almost like, whoa, like I feel like mom's with me today, that kind of thing. And like, almost like you have more energy, like when you're doing it, like you're being inspired by spirit. It's almost like she would be like, whoa, I really went out of my way, or wow, did I give great service there? And it's like, whoa, because it's almost like her mom's like inspiring her and assisting her in doing this. It's very cool, very cool. Is there, I don't know, I keep seeing an apron, so I don't know if her mom would wear an apron, or there's some kind of special like uniform you would wear as a waitress, but to me it looks like it's an apron. She's showing me an apron, so I just wanted to mention this apron. Okay. Like, I'm seeing a big window, I'm seeing the tables, I'm seeing the thing. She's just showing me the whole rest things on there, like the serviettes, the thing, you know, all the things you need, the condiments, whatever. Okay. And I feel somewhere there's flowers. There's flowers in this restaurant, or she's saying something about flowers in the restaurant. And I almost feel that, flowers were placed there like in her honor when she passed. Was there something special about this restaurant when she passed? Something was done like in her memory. Like, I'm feeling like there's flowers. Okay, okay, because she's showing me flowers there. Okay, thank you. Is the boss, I just want to know, is he known as Pops for any reason? I don't know why she was telling me Pops earlier. She was saying Pops. So I don't know. I just wanted to put it out there. Pops. So I don't know if Pops was the original owner and then the son took over, or there's something there about, she's telling me kind of about the history or something about this restaurant. Okay, that's okay, not relevant. That's okay. I don't know, I was getting Pops there. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else she wants to say. She's just laughing and she's saying to her daughter, well, today's going to be a busy day, she's saying. You're going to see lots of love and lots of heartache. And it's in terms of it being Valentine's Day. And that's the way, that's interesting the way she says that. But she's saying, always leave them with a little bit of kindness. Always make sure you leave them, always make sure you make their day a little better. Because she's just saying she really appreciated the opportunity to help to make people's day a little better. So she's just passing that tip on to you. She says, you don't realize in that one moment, you know, when you go and collect the bill and they're about to leave, what an impression you can make on people. And she's saying, you know, it's all about love. It's all about family. And, you know, she's saying like, we're a big family, like humanity's a big family. So take that opportunity to just make their day. She said she can give them a little snippet of wisdom. She says, mention me today. If you see any of the old folk, it's like old customers or something like that. She says, just bring up my day and say, I wish them a happy Valentine's Day. I always checking in what's happening here. This is the hot spot. She likes to say, this is the hot spot here. Something's always going on here. And she's talking like gossip, drama. She's saying it just like that. And it's interesting. She's saying like God bless. And she's like, God bless waitresses. She's saying it like that. God bless waitresses. We get run off our feet. We've got to multitask. No one knows what goes into the job. So she's so funny. She's taking the opportunity. So she's saying, I'm just taking the opportunity today. If anyone's going out to dinner or getting any kind of service, be kind to your waitress. She's saying it just like that. Because it'll make their day. And not only that, they'll be shocked. They'll be shocked. Yeah, it's a long history. She's telling me about the long history. And I couldn't leave you. Isn't she awesome? Wow, she's a real trailblazer. I want to say that. I feel like she really believed in, you know, the rights for the worker and equality. And she's just giving me this like poof, this energy behind her. So Shannon, if you could share that with her daughter, that would be awesome. If you see any of the old timers or regulars that knew her, she's like, give them a high five for me. You know, it's like she's saluting. Give them a hello. I'm still around. Isn't this, and it's like, isn't life grand? She's saying it just like that. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for that, that privilege. And it's so awesome, isn't it? The intelligence of the spirit world and how they get me to say things. You know, I had this industrial kitchen, then I got to a restaurant, then I got to waitresses. I had a cookie jar, which was a jar with the date night ideas. So it's just amazing. And the spectacle wasn't necessarily glasses. It was that spectacle of moving locations for the mother. It's just amazing. And then I had the number one sitting in a sports stadium. And that was a husband coming through for Kelly. I'm just blown away all the time. And I just feel like a sense of gratitude for having this opportunity and for these spirit communicators that came through and just connecting with me and assisting me in sharing their message the best that I can do. And like I say, I'm always learning, I'm always developing, and it's just wonderful to be able to do this. Such a blessing. So I just want to thank everyone for joining me today and allowing me to work with their loved ones in spirit. It's been an honor to be able to work in service for the spirit world. Just a few announcements. My new mediumship development classes, I'll probably be offering them at the end of March, beginning of April. As soon as I verify the dates, I'll put it on my website. I have a number of other spiritual services such as mentoringship, personal readings, and I'm hoping soon to be able to offer long distance healing. I'm going to be a guest speaker and demonstrating medium on April the 28th at the London Spiritual Church. And I'm also going to be going to another church in Cambridge on July the 7th. And I have some dates in the fall coming up. So I'm really excited for that. So if you want to know more about me or some of my services, just go to Wendy D'Angelo, all lowercase, no apostrophe.com. You're welcome. Thanks, Jay, for coming. That was awesome. I hope I get to work with you again. Kelly said, thank you so much for taking the time and space for us to grow. It's so wonderful. Yes, thank you. It means a great deal for me too. And thank you because you're helping me also to grow. Joanna, it was wonderful. Never thought I'd hear from him. Oh, isn't that wonderful? And it was definitely her, right? So lots of love to everybody. Take messages that resonate with you because they were meant for you too. And remember, love, express your love. Have a great time today. And I look forward to meeting with everyone again next week. So take care. Just a reminder, I'll post this on my YouTube channel. Hi, Eileen. Thanks for sharing your, oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So I'll post this if you want to listen to it again. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Mwah. And remember, your number one Valentine is you. Don't forget that it's you. Hi, Valerie. Happy Valentine's Day. You're your number one Valentine, right? Self-care, then the whole world shines. All right. Thanks, everybody. Lots of love.